Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Haley. Today, back at it again, is what I read in May? Yeah. So let's just get right into it. First up, we have The Woman in the Window. This book took me so long. I started this book in March and finished it in May. Took so long to read this book, but I rated it, I think, a 4 out of 5. Very good. There is a plot twist at the end that's very good. Good is the only describing word I have right now. Very earth-shaking. There we go. So this book is about a woman who has agoraphobia, which means she is scared to leave her house. Her agoraphobia is caused by a traumatic event. It's basically the title. She watches people through her window a lot, takes pictures with her camera, and one day she sees a murder through the window. So she calls the police, and it goes through like this adventure of trying to figure out who did it. But it's really good. It's also a Netflix movie, which I haven't watched it, but I will soon. The next book that I read is People We Meet on Vacation. Okay, this book also took me from March to May, but it was very good. So, let me remember it. This one I think I rated a 4 out of 5. It's by Emily Henry, the same author as Beach Read. Poppy and Alex are best friends who go on vacations summer after summer. One summer, something happens that makes them stop contacting each other. One summer, Poppy decides to rekindle the relationship, so she asks Alex to go on one more summer trip. And so they do, they figure stuff out, and boom, they love each other. This is a really good book. The reason that they stopped talking was a little, disappointing. It's just not as big as I thought it was going to be, But it was still a very good book. Now, the rest of the books are read on my Kindle. I read on my Kindle. So, the third book we have is the Flatshare. This book. I love this book so much. I think I read it in, maybe 2 days. But, wowza. Such a good book. The Flatshare, I don't remember the names, honestly. One of them is there during the day and works at night. The other one works during the day and is only there at night. So, they end up room sharing and bed sharing, but they don't ever see each other. So, they finally meet, and they form a connection, and then they, boom, love. But the story is so good. I didn't know if I was gonna like it because the way they talk through Post-its, like sticky notes. That's it, because they don't ever see each other. But it was really good, and I liked it a lot. How could I forget this? Okay, the fourth book is definitely my favorite of this month. Might even be my favorite book overall, and that book is, drumroll please, From Lukov with Love. That book has my whole entire heart. So Ivan Lukov and, I don't know her name. I forgot it. But can I just say that he's probably one of my favorite male characters in a book ever. Like, ever. If Ivan Lukov was real, dibs. I love him so much. Okay, so basically it's a skating romance, which I don't know anything about figure skating, but this book taught me a lot. Anyways, so it's enemies to lovers, which, love that. But basically, they don't like each other, and they always are bickering, and they end up working together. They end up being pairs for pair skating. And they have to work through all their negative feelings towards each other to win competitions. And oh my gosh, I love it so much because you can obviously tell that one of them didn't really hate the other person. It was more of just bickering, you know? Okay, I love that book so much. But anyways, moving on. Okay, and then I think the last book I read was The Deal. This was my second favorite book of the month. The Deal is from a series, the off-campus series. There's The Deal, The Mistake. Oof, I don't remember the rest. But it's, I think, a 5-book series. The first one is Garrett. It's a hockey romance. First book is Garrett, second book is Logan's, third one's Dean's, Tucker's, and then like basically the aftermath of everyone's is the last one, and I'm so excited to read that one. But focusing on The Deal, 5 out of 5. Oh, From Lukov with Love was also 5 out of 5. Sorry about that. But The Deal, 5 out of 5. Garrett has my whole entire heart. Him and Ivan definitely are bonking heads inside my heart because I love them both so much. So The Deal is about, I think it's enemies to lovers, but again, they're not really enemies as much as they just don't like each other. It's not like hate, it's just like, ugh, you annoy me, right? Okay, so there's tutoring trope, there's fake dating. So basically, okay, I'm just going to give you the summary of it. So this is Garrett and Hannah. Hannah aces her test and Garrett fails, and he really needs to get his grades up so that he can continue playing hockey. So he goes to Hannah. Hannah does not want anything to do with him. She's like, no, I have too much on my plate. No. He's persistent, and she ends up tutoring him. So Hannah actually likes someone else, and so Garrett is like, well, I am so cool and popular that if he sees you hanging out with me, he'll want you, right? So she does. So they kind of fake date. They go to this party together. So then it's basically like, does she want to keep going with, but now she has this awesome connection with Garrett, and we go through that, and it's so good. I love this book and so much. Love it so much, so much, so much, so much, and cannot wait to read the rest of the series. So those are the books that I read in May. My favorite book, as I said already, From Lukov with Love, easily my favorite book of this month. The Deal is a close second. So close. Like, here's From Lukov with Love, and here's The Deal. See? So close. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe. And